Thank you, Amrita, for the nice presentation. Actually, Amrita was supposed to come here personally and attend the conference, but unfortunately, he is having some fever and there was some serious problem, and that is why she has presented online today. So, a big applause from everyone for encouraging her for her future. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Madam. Myself Sanju Vijayan. I am a research student in Himalayan University. Here I am discussing about the factors associated with the suicide tendency in transgender. So that here we are discussing about some mental health issues. First is depression. It's a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. These type of different mental health issues are very common in the transgender people as compared to the normal population. And suicide tendency is also very common among them. The reason behind this will explain later. And one of the main reasons is social exclusion and marginalization they are facing from the society. Actually, they need a compassionate behavior from the society. Next slide. For that, first we should know about transgender. Who's the transgender? Transgender is that person whose gender identity or attitude differs from their gender identity differs from the sex they were assigned at birth. Means there are neither masculine nor feminine. For a person, all his behaviors are controlled by his brain. Actually, why we are behaving like a man or woman? Our brain said, you are a man, so you should behave like this. The society defines some criteria for the behavior of each gender. So, in case of a transgender, case of them, their their behavior is not included in these criteria. So, this makes confusion to the society. Actually, they need special care and attention from the society. Then here we are discussing about the effects of depression and anxiety. These people have higher mental health risks as compared to general population. More than 60% of those people are experiencing depression and suicidal tendencies. They are suffering from transphobia, suicidal thoughts, and adjustment problems, and all. Then we are discussing about the suicidal thoughts. Actually, suicide is the most tragic way to terminate one's life. If a person lost all his hopes in his life, then only he will think about terminating his life. In that way, that is the most pathetic way. Then why it will happen? Previous one. Lack of education and limited opportunities are the basic reason behind this. In India, right to education is the fundamental right of every citizen. Then why it is happening for them? In case of these type of people, a child's behavior or his character is more expressive in his adolescent time. So that means in his school time, the child expresses his character more than the schoolmates, the teachers, or the other people of the society surrounding them. First, they will look them with a confusion or complication. After that, they will humiliate these people for their behavior. Then they will harass them. So most of these people stopped their studies in school time itself. So they became undereducated. Most of them are undereducated. As a result, their job opportunities are also limited. So naturally, income is also limited. That is the reason behind this problem. Some, some depend on drugs and alcohol as a solution for their problem. Right? They are facing the rejection from family, society, and all. Next is attempt on suicide. 30% of these type of people tried suicide at least once in their life. I'm not exaggerating. 30% tried suicide at least once in their life. Because the reason is the verbal and physical abuse they are facing from parents. How it happens? If a child is like this, it is recognized by his family first. At first, they will advise their kid to change his behavior. He couldn't change it because he's not purposely doing it. He is like that. He couldn't act just like that. Then they will scold this child to change his behavior. Then they will abuse him. And finally, they will take the cruel decision. They will exclude this child from their family because at that time they're thinking about the social status or the future of their other kids, and also they will abandon this. Literally, from that time itself, the kid lives in the street, so he does not have a shelter, he does not have income. So naturally, he also have a low self. Next is self-harming nature. These type of humiliation or harassment they're facing in society. Some people, some, not everybody, some people show the nature of self-harm. That's also a mental health issue. That is the result of the mental health issue like anxiety. And next is infection with HIV. Due to this lack of education and job opportunity, some of them, not everybody, some of them take sex working as their profession because it's very easy for them and earning is also good. So they will choose it as their profession. So, previous one. Because of the interaction with different sex partners, unprotected sex, and all disability sexual behavior, the possibility of infected with HIV is very high in these type of people. Next is use of alcohol and other drugs. As I talked earlier, as a solution for these all problems, some will depend on these type of drugs and alcohol, and finally they became addicted to these drugs. Next is the relationship between social support and mental health. A person's self-confidence. A person obtains his self-confidence from the support and motivation he is getting from his family and his society in his childhood. So, in case of these type of people, they are only getting humiliation and harassment from this society. So, their self-esteem is very low and they are no confident. Or as a solution, we can say that if we give proper care and support to these people, they will get a better future and education. Next, the method I am using here is sample is monoid transgender. Then normal sampling technique is used. Minimum 18 years, age 18 years. Then data gathered by self-administered persons. Next. The socio-demographic factors are age, education level, monthly income, employment, sex reassignment surgery, sexual partnership status, health status, depression evaluation, Center for Epidemiological Studies, which gets used. Next. Then we can conclude that these people have greater rates of mental health behavioral issues as compared to the general population. They're suffering from stress, anxiety, depression, suicidal tendency, etc. We can suggest some solutions for this problem. One is give proper education to this community. Then the government should create some support programs for this type of people, and government should give awareness to the society. That is the major thing. Next, we should give a compassionate behavior to these people. We means the family, society, and the authority. That's all. Thank you.
Now I call upon Rajesh Gauri, Vice President, Operations System College, SPM Geneva, National Interest, Integrated Management System for Sustainable Development, through process. Over to you.
afternoon, everyone. I am Rajesh, working as a Vice President Operation in India, Delhi, and managing the manufacturing business of almost 550 crore. So based on my kind of learning, curious to learn, basically I'm doing my PhD also from SSBM Geneva right now. And my topic of research is sustainable manufacturing, focus on small scale industry in Indian manufacturing sector. So this is one of the outcome of till now. It's a conceptual and research study which has been done till now. It's not a empirical or mathematical study. I'll just start with the yeah. So I will go like Kofi Annan, the UN General Secretary, has given a very important statement in 2001. Like biggest challenge for the new century is sustainable development, and how can make the reality for all the people who are living in this world. Next, please. I will share some of the global trend which has been just touched upon by our keynote speaker. Like if you look at it, global 50% drop in the fresh water for the people in the world. 13 out of 17 fisheries are endangered. Forests are losses equal to UK area over by year by because of acid rain. Topsoil is losing its capability, like it has been told by our keynote speaker also. This is a very critical and important slide. If you look at it, the world population, how it is going to be happen. And like our respected keynote speaker also mentioned, we had already crossed 8 billion people few days back. So critical and important trend. This is again related to the global warming. If you look at it, till 2020, the great scale, the exponential increase in the temperature was pretty less. And if you go beyond 2020 or 2030, till 21, the rate of increase in the surface temperature is very, very exponentially high. If you are not going to control the factor, soon we are going to see the disaster which we are already start seeing, whether it's a drought or whether it's a flood. Both we are going to see that. This is related to the social and economic trend, I would say. If you look at it, the fifth richest person in the world are having 82% of the global wealth. This is so much social imbalance in the world. Like first fifth person having 82% and poorest fifth having only 1.4% of the global wealth. So you can understand how much socially we are in balance, as well as economically we are in balance. These are some of the trend analysis done by WHO and UNDP. If you look at it, can you go? Next. This is very, very important slide, and you may have already started seeing it. The green line is the industrial output. Till somewhere around 22-25, the industrial output is at peak. And now we are again start seeing the recession happening. Look at the population. It has increased to 8 billion. And because of the natural disaster, the prediction is the population is going to be down. Food crisis, we are already start seeing it. So these are the trend. If you look at the blue line, the source line was abandoned earlier and now it is in the reverse direction. So that is the future of sustainability if you don't wake on today. As earlier also told, I'm just skipping it. So let's come to the sustainable development. There are two parts. One, everybody says like we need to meet the current requirement without hampering the future generation need. But there are second part of it, like three important factors: economic prosperity, which is today it's totally imbalance, environmental quality, as well as the social equity. So ultimately, we have to give a better life to everyone. That is the meaning, that is the understanding of sustainable development. And how we can achieve it, if you look at it, next please. This one, yeah. So if you look at it, there are two approaches. One is the traditional approach and second is the sustainable approach. Like traditional approach, compartment-wise thinking, where we talk about the sustainable is a process-wise thinking. Environmental and social impact addressed by staff specialist person. When we talk about environmental and social implications, consider decision maker. Means the team or leader who are sitting on the top of the organization, they have to start thinking toward the sustainability, then the organization can move. So on and so forth. So sustainable approach is considering the whole process of the organization, not in the compartment or as an individual. Next, please. And here, very, very important statement by Albert Einstein. Problems cannot be solved within the mindset that creates. So we need to start thinking differently. Then only we can solve the problem which we are having in our head right now. Next, please. And these are the few thoughts, redesigning our process approach for the system so that we can achieve the sustainable development in the organization. Next, please. Very, very important part here. If you look at it, the top line is the resources and bottom line is the impact. If you look at the resources are declining and impact is increasing. If we don't awaken today, somewhere the impact is going to cross the resources and we already start seeing it. So this is the time to get awakened and start working on sustainability. Next, please. So there are two methodology of the sustainability. One is the weak sustainability and the second is the strong sustainability. Weak, like when we are thinking society separately, environmental separately, as well as the economy separately. We have to see integrated environment, society, as well as economy. Then only we can achieve the strong sustainability. Next, please. This is a simple model for the achieving the sustainable development, like starting from environmental compliances, then the risk management, and then only we can start thinking of the sustainable development. Right now, if I talk about India, most of small and medium enterprises at the first level, they are not even to the environmental compliances level. The sustainable development or sustainable manufacturing is far, far away from them. Next, please. So here the basic approach where I came from, there is a management system like ISO 9001, 14001, POSHA 18000, Total Accountability. And these are the basic steps as in small scale industry, we can integrate together and come up with a simple standard which can be business excellence sustainability tasks best scope. So which will help organization to start their basic processes to build the foundation stone to grow to the sustainable. Next, please. Certain processes can be redefined in the organization. This is a simple example like solar energy, input and output with a good life. And there are 3 levels: management level, operating level, and support level process. So all the processes in the organization, we can look at it from a sustainable angle. Right now, we are looking independently for quality, independently for environment, independently for economy. So if we integrate all processes together, then it will be helpful. Sustainability in the organization. Next, please. This is the simple model I try to create it like enabler. It's just an extension of a business excellence model. We try to put it an economical result as well as environmental result here so that we can achieve sustainability. Next, please. Basically, these are the 3 factors as a process measurement indicator in our organization can be used: economy, environment, and ethics. Next. And this one we further elaborated like for economy, the raw material cost, legislation policy can be the driver, enabler, output, and outcome. So all 3 indicators as we defined can be followed by a very small, medium enterprises also. Like for the bigger organization, there are a lot of business excellence models, but for the smaller organization, the model needs to be simplified so that they can follow and grow. And this is the way we can identify the risks, different principle, what are the action needs to be taken, and what will be the outcome. And we can grow as a sustainable organization, we grow as a sustainable country, as well as sustainable world. Thank you. Any question? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we are coming to the end of the first session. I call upon the resource person for the For the next session, I invite Professor Dr. Dennis, Professor Rina, John Molson School of Business, Canada. So please. I also invite Dr. B. Kavana Rao, Assistant Professor of Law, University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Belgaum. Dr. Julian R.S., Himalayan University, Arunachal Pradesh. So please seated. Dr. Dennis. Now I call upon Dr. Minal Bhavna, Head Department of Physics, Agarwal PG College, a form of presentation. The title of the paper is Significantly Enhanced Polymer and what I liquid for energy storage application. Over to you, ma'am.
Good noon, everyone, and I know the time is such high that it is very difficult to keep the interest of the audience alive at such a position, but I am sure that these next 10 minutes we are going to definitely exchange such a things that you are also going to enjoy, and I'm thankful to the organizers to give me occasion, opportunity to share what we have learned in our last 25 years of journey of the research, what we have been doing. See, the entire world is running behind the energy demands to be fulfilled, right? And we are also looking forward through science to look to solutions that can solve the problems that are due to the energy crisis. So today I'm going to show what we have been doing in our research laboratory, the polymer nanodielectric for the energy storage applications. The next slide, please. This is a beautiful college where I work. For the last 25 years, I've been working in Agarwal PG College. It is situated in the Pink City, Jaipur, at Rajasthan, India. And next slide, please. The college has all the graduate programs and the postgraduate programs along with the PhD program. Next slide, please. This is my research group. I work in the Department of Physics. And okay, let's not get into the technical things. You may go on doing the things. This is the technical team. This is the research team I have in my department. These are the research scholars they have passed through. Dr. Ankit Kumar Gupta, Dr. Neha Garg, Ms. Paradiba, Mr. Vedanand Agarwal, their PhDs are still continuing. Dr. Rakhi, Dr. Manu, Dr. Neha, Ms. Neha, and Ms. Naman. See, why I'm discussing all that is because this is the journey how we went through coming to the solutions through the energy storage applications. When I started with my research scholars, we started with a very different problem. We started with the solutions of the materials for the solar thermal appliances. Then, while doing the research, we found that the polymeric materials are very potential to be used for the electromagnetic shielding purpose. And for that purpose, when we started our work, for shielding materials to be very effective, we found that there certain properties like the dielectric properties should be tuned enough so that they can serve as a purpose for the electromagnetic shielding. So when we tune the dielectric properties, we realize that the properties once tuned for the shielding purpose can also be used to satisfy the energy storage applications. And that is the reason that during this work, where we were working with the flexible electronics, where we were working with the fluorescent materials, with the nanomaterials, we started with the materials that were for the energy storage applications. If you look at the world situation, the energy crisis, meeting the devices which can satisfy the energy needs, all of us want that once we charge the battery, it works for at least a month. Not every day we need to recharge. If we have an vehicle that moves, it should at least move for 500 kilometers. Then we need to recharge it again, right? So we are looking for certain solutions like that. So if we look for that, if we look at the number of research that has been done, let's next slide, please. We find that a lot of interest is there on the dielectric energy storage system. And hence, from 2020, I've just put the slide. The number of researchers on the new innovative novel materials has just risen up. And we are also seeing one of the solutions in our laboratory. Next slide, please. So I'm going to just skip all these things. I'm coming to my work because the time limit is very short. Next. Okay. Just the previous one. Okay. What we are looking with the dielectric materials is, within a dielectric material, whenever you apply an electric field, the charges separate to a small distance, and the amount of charge storage that you can create will give you the energy storage capacity as well as power density capacity also. Why you need power is you want the amount of energy that what you have stored through the materials should be released as fast as possible. Next slide, please. The next one. Okay. So if I look at the energy densities, I have the term epsilon and the energy density, the dielectric constant and the energy density. So in our laboratory, we could devise certain materials which could increase both of these. Next, please. Next. Okay, what we did the blending of the material. Next. I'll just skip all these because these are all details. Next one. Next. Okay. Why we took the material? We took two materials. One is PVDF. PVD have in its theta phase, it's quite polar, and that was the reason we took one of that. Next one. And the other one was PMMA because it bonds very well with the PVDF. Next one. See, this is what we did. You have the materials in the ceramics which have very good dielectric constant, and the linear polymers, we are to find a solution. So we combine both of this to have a linear material which has a beautiful dielectric constant, and the energy storage capacity is also in retained. Next one. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next one. I'm going to run very fast with the time. Next slide, please. Okay, next. And what next one? Yes, keep that one. What we did was we blended the two polymers. One was PVDF, which was polar and ferroelectric in nature, and the other one was linear, the PMMA. And into it we fused, or into it we inserted the graphene, conducting polymer graphene. Right? This is the procedure what we adopted there. Next one. So we made a lot of samples. Next. And then we went for next one. Next slide, please. Yeah. So we went for the characterization of a material, whether it really gives us very good results or not. We found from the FTIRs, yes, the material blended very well and they had a new novel properties. Next one, we go for the properties. Next. Yeah. See, the dielectric constant of a normal polymer is just 2 to 3 or maximum 10. Putting the graphene within it, blending it with the polar molecule, gave us a very, very big value of dielectric constant. It raised to 180 degrees, 180 value. Next one, and the imaginary loss was very less. We came to a value of 0.8. Next, the conductivity material also increased so well. So that gives a conclusion that we can use the material for purpose of energy storage. Next slide, please. That's all for here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I call upon previous Chancellor from Kaliga University, Rajkot, Chhattisgarh. The title of the paper is Utilizing TSO method of calculating the load limit of the car. Over to you.